Damn podcast.
Hello, Club Culture family. This is our official first Patreon episode.
We here.
We here, man.
You paid to be here, so
You paid
enjoy
to
the
be
show.
here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting money into
Appreciate
the podcast.
y'all.
You are investing into our growth.
Yes.
We thoroughly appreciate that.
Thoroughly.
These Patreon episodes will be utilized to show exclusive content, bonus episodes, behind the scenes, and also to really deep dive into topics and give our most explicit takes on. You know, sometimes we got to be politically correct, or sometimes we got to hold back on the YouTube, or we're going to get flagged.
Why you look at me like that? Dupree?
You just screamed big black dicks 7 times before
Can
we
we give
started
the
recording.
context? Hey, I
So
said
this is where you shine, my brother.
Hey, I'm gonna give up the Bay content here too. Yeah, man. Y'all want to hear the Bay content? You gotta subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
You know
appreciate
what I'm
y'all.
saying?
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So we had
Yeah, let's
touched
get into
on...
these big black dicks.
For sure. We had
Jesus.
touched on the Cassie and P. Diddy relationship in episode 101. So in this episode, we are going through the court documents and getting real detailed about what she said she had to endure in her relationship with him.
Send a nigga to jail. No shade.
Nah, this is
some
insane.
sick,
This is how
incriminating shit.
this is how much I still have left to read, and how much I done already put to the side is absolutely.
Yeah, I put away at least half of the document to the side.
Okay, so we did get their age of when they first met.
Yes. So we did say 31 and 19. It was actually 37.
37 and 19.
That's nearly 20 years apart. So this nigga was a predator from the get-go.
Like, do y'all think
Yeah.
that's the first person he did this to?
Kim Porter.
No.
At least.
No.
It gotta at
And
least be
there
her.
was probably somebody before Kim Porter who we will never know of, and so many more afterwards too.
Right.
What about Young Miami?
Yeah.
You think she
I think she
became
was
the new
complicit.
Cassie? You think she became the new Cassie?
Nah,
I think
just-
Young
I
Miami
don't
is
think
the most
so.
conscious and aware of his abuse, and probably cares the least.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say that I do not necessarily sympathize with her, but I think she is also a victim of said abuse.
Okay.
Yeah, even
I
if
do.
you're complicit, it's still abuse. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. She did post to this one girl that had relations with Diddy. I could tell him to have you eat me out.
I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell him to have you eat me out, and you'll be right there doing it.
It's so crazy
That
how
is insane.
how fast the tides have shifted for Diddy's, image to the public. Just last year at the VMAs, he was getting the Vanguard Award or some new award at the VMAs, and then the year before that, he was getting the BET honors. The nigga stayed. We just had the Bad Boy tour.
Yeah.
Several installments of that throughout the 2010s. So
He just gave us a love album.
a love album, and it was full of shit. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I knew that motherfucker wasn't shit through all of that bullshit.
Jesus.
I did.
Okay.
You can't tell me as early as Scary Movie, they made jokes about Diddy's parties. I feel like these motherfucking adults knew what Diddy was doing, the general public included, just like they knew R. Kelly wasn't shit. Where there's smoke, there is fire. Y'all knew Diddy was not paying them people. Y'all knew Diddy was crazy to work with. Y'all knew Diddy was toxic to work with, and y'all knew he was abusive.
So y'all, I don't know if you were a part of that episode, but it was an episode with Dupree and I want to see. I think it was the Black History Month one.
Yeah.
And I had said that. Do you all think that if you want to have a role in the entertainment industry, you'll be welcoming yourself into evilness? And you were saying basically like everything a part of that is not evil. And I said, well, you'll be implicit to just evilness. Like that industry is just nothing good comes from it, as far as like you'll get success, you'll get money, you'll get fame,
Right.
but you got to do stuff to get it, right? Or you got to be around people that's doing shit to get it. So you might not be doing it, but you'll see something. You don't know if you should say something or not, but you're now complicit
yeah.
into
Yeah.
it now because you're a witness to the evilness.
It depends on what you do when you are a witness. Are you going to speak out about it? Are you going to step respectfully away from it, which is what I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Because not everybody in the industry is a sick person, an abuser, a toxic person. but they are aware of the level of power, the chain of command, and so they will step away from working with somebody. Like when Tina Knowles said
they'll stay completely away from that person.
Yeah, they'll stay completely away from that person. Like when Tina Knowles said, you know, I knew about the rumors with R. Kelly, which is why me and Matthew decided that, you know, we were not going to accept his offers to work with the girls. Yeah. So she could have been like, oh, yeah, fuck R. Kelly. That nigga is a pedophile. Yeah. But she knew that her daughter wanted, well, the girls, Destiny's Child wanted, but mostly Beyonce, wanted a career for themselves. And at the time, the more powerful person was R. Kelly. Yeah. So instead of just speaking out about it being a whistleblower, she removed and protected her own privately. Mm-hmm. So that's what a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. And I don't necessarily fault them for that because as we see in this document, this nigga was having motherfuckers' cars blown up. Now, at some point in time...
Gee, we almost lost Kid Cudi to a car explosion.
Yeah, so it's like...
that was fucking crazy.
If some people... I definitely have so much respect for the whistleblowers and the people who come out and tell their stories. Especially but I can also understand why some people are scared to speak out about situations and speak out about certain abusers.
Because if you coming from ain't never having shit, right, and the person that puts something in your hand is also the person you see beating up their person. Yeah. You might feel compelled not to say something because you don't want to go back to not having shit. That's just how some people ethics are set up. I ain't making an excuse of saying they right or wrong people.
Right, I'm not making that.
I think they some hoe ass niggas.
I think it's some hoe ass niggas, but you know, I get it.
That's just them. Yeah, like I get it. Me and my homie Ty was talking about this on the phone one day. We was like, bro, like why are hoe ass niggas hoe ass niggas? Mm-hmm. It's like, well, shit, hoe ass niggas are just hoe ass niggas, and that's just what it is.
So is Kid Cudi a hoe ass nigga?
Context matters because I was gonna jump out there and say yes, but context matters only because it depends on how you go about things in that realm. Okay. Now, I don't think Kid Cudi is any type of street adjacent at all. Mm-hmm. So, like, if somebody was to go beat up Kid Cudi and Kid Cudi was to file a police report, I wouldn't think he was a bitch because that's Kid Cudi. Now, if it's NBA YoungBoy and somebody beats him up in public and he goes file a police report, I'm gonna go, you're a hoe ass nigga, just because of who he.
I didn't know hoe ass nigga was a censored title to give some people. Like I just thought
I give people that.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I was gonna jump out there and say yeah, only because if you blow up my car over your girl, it's like we own that now. Yeah. But it's Kid Cudi, so I kind of get why, you know, he was just scared.
That's true.
That's some scary shit, bro. You ever seen something blow up?
A fucking car? It looks small it don't look small on TV, but I'm pretty sure that impact that seeing it is way more impactful in person.
Seeing something blow up is like blow up. It does something.
And he said that he was gonna blow that bitch up and blew that bitch up. That can scare anybody, even the grownest of men.
And we talking about Kid Cudi. We don't
even
know
what the fuck else happened. We don't even know what else she kept out of this document. Who else knows what Diddy may have told that man to make him shut up? Bro. Like, if somebody tell me, bitch, I had your mama killed.
That ain't scary enough.
It ain't.
It ain't
depending on who it's coming from.
Still ain't. I done been through some shit, though.
I see. That's that Gary in you.
Bro, this is it's like when you watch documentaries and they trying to get into the mind of the criminal. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like you can't do it. Like how sick? Because we know how much it takes for us to just yell at somebody, like like stoop down to their levels, like how we say that shit. Like to be able to say, "I'm gonna blow your shit up." And you really do it, like you're sick. Mm-hmm. Something is really wrong.
And it's over your girl.
Yes.
The girl that you're beating up.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You treated her like a piece of shit.
And you almost killed Kid Cudi, bro. You know what you know all the music we would have not gotten from Kid Cudi if that had went through? I couldn't tell you because that shit is terrible. But that's still a bad, like, that is insane, bro. He blew up a nigga's car. He ran down on Suge Knight for no reason. He left his house to run down on Suge Knight.
It didn't do shit. Like
it didn't do nothing.
You just wasted your night.
Wasted your night, bro. You scared Cassie for no reason. But I mean, shit. At this point, you've been beating her ass for the last decade.
I want to see him get in the gloves with a real nigga and just see him get his ass whooped.
I mean,
that ain't good enough at this point. That ain't good enough at this point.
It's moments where people have spoken like altercations with Diddy, like Kendrick talk about Drake getting smacked by Diddy.
J. Cole, the only nigga to stand up to Diddy.
Yeah.
Drake got smacked by Diddy.
Let's put this on wax.
Yeah, allegedly, I guess.
I feel like Drake, if they was to get in the ring, he might do decent.
You got to think though, Drake pussy. Like Drake got all the size to like really like get down on the nigga, but
you let Diddy smack.
Well, that's a BBL.
Yeah. Well, now it's BBL.
I know some BBL
Drizzy.
girls who can still throw down.
Can we? It's cute to say BBL, but it's not a BBL. That's not what a
BBL
BBL
Drizzy, it's just
Drake
funny.
didn't get a BBL, bro.
But yeah, that's just how
he didn't.
No, BBL is butt. It's for the butt.
I thought he did get a BBL.
He got lipo.
Oh, hey.
He got lipo.
Fuck being right when
He got
jokes are more
lipo and
entertaining.
he got like his abs sculpted.
That's
he got
fine.
a BBL.
That's not a BBL, but it's
He
funny
is
to say
kind of thick.
BBL.
I thought he really got a small, like a small BBL.
Yeah, J. Cole
No
might
shame.
not want no smoking rap beef, but he the only nigga that stood up to Diddy.
I feel like J. Cole could probably whoop all three of their ass.
I think so as well.
Mm-hmm. He's tall and a little skinny. You know, them
And
tall,
he's
skinny
coordinated.
niggas be strong. Yeah, they know how to throw
Yeah,
down.
he's
for
coordinated
real.
enough to throw hands.
Where he from? Virginia?
North Carolina,
Same shit.
basically.
And he been woofing for a long time.
Oh yeah, he ready to whoop a nigga ass.
Yeah, put that hair up.
Come on, hold on. What you say? Hold on, bitch. I got you. I feel sorry. Next nigga he fight. Yeah.
Bruh, so the freak offs. We got to get to that. Get straight to that. Get straight to the freak offs.
Okay.
I just want to say that's nothing new in hip hop.
No,
Like
it is not.
And I'm specifically saying hip hop because niggas will go R&B and pop. No, hip hop, rappers.
Yeah.
Your favorite rappers are freaks.
Freaks.
Prodigy went in his book and said that who the fuck used to have somebody used to have gangster parties. I don't know if he used to throw gangster parties or if Nas threw the gangster parties. But a gangster party was when Mobb Deep and Nas and his homies, they used to get together and have orgies with women, of course. But having an orgy is just some freak shit.
Yeah.
Why y'all doing it?
Yeah.
So having freak offs. Well, it's in the document. So having freak offs or gangster parties, this ain't nothing new. It's weird. It's in the music. Ain't no fun unless we all get some.
Yeah.
Well, this is
If you want me to
Patreon.
hit, my homie got to hit first.
That's nasty.
These niggas been telling us shit the whole time.
That's nasty. I'm not a kink shamer, but I don't see what is arousing about 5 niggas and 1 woman. If you're the woman or the nigga, like what is fun about that?
I'm gonna clean that up for you. I don't see the point if it's 5 of my niggas. Now, if she wants to go out and pick 5 niggas and does what she
saying
does,
at one time.
right?
I don't see, as somebody who likes to receive.
Yeah.
I've never been like, let me get a train ran on me by 5 men. I'm not doing 2 at the same time. Maybe I'm just an old soul, but there's nothing arousing about that to me. I'm not kink shaming. I'm just saying. And at the same time,
Sounds
as
like a
somebody
kink
who's a man, I don't see what the hell is arousing about running a train on somebody with your homies.
That too.
I kink shame.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is Patreon, so yeah.
I
Or
kink
nah.
shame.
We can't kink shame.
I kink shame.
It depends on what the kink is. Like anything above 18, anything that's consensual, I'm not gonna shame.
You ever heard of CSE?
What's that?
Consensual, non-consensual?
What is consensual, not consensual?
Rape kinks. Like you play out rape.
So CNC
I have heard of
is
that.
the kink.
Now that I
Yeah.
do.
Okay, I'm following
Have you
now.
been offered that before? Because I have.
No.
Never.
Oh, well,
You never
I lied.
to be
I lied.
raped?
Wait,
Yes.
Wait, he offered to rape you?
Yes.
Okay.
When he explained what he was into, and we had already had sex by then. I was 19. I was so stupid.
Yeah.
And he was like, next time that we have sex, can you scream and I rip your clothes off?
Yeah.
And I was like, so you want to rape me?
Fuck.
Yeah.
And he responded, yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I've explained this situation to other people. Other men are like, I'm not into that,
Yeah.
but I do like to like foreplay kidnapping and like tape
Okay.
your mouth shut.
Okay.
I don't get that.
Okay.
I don't understand it. That does nothing for me. I said, you want to rape me? He was like, yes, I do.
Yeah, maybe I'm really vanilla, bro. You know what I'm
really, I'm really old school.
Some hair pulling is good enough for me, bro. I don't gotta whoop your ass.
Coming home after a long day and your balls smell a little. I'm cool with that. That's about it. But I was like, what? I was like, I blocked him, but I kind of wish I didn't, because I really wanted to know what about that is arousing to you. The fact that I don't want it.
So that's why I kink shame, because I don't think that some of this should be kinks. It's trauma.
Right.
It's not kinks. You
or it's a desire you want to do. Like you want to rape somebody, bro.
Yeah. It's not like this is not consensual. This is no.
There is no other medium in life where you can play rape. Yeah. Where you can even get the idea that I want to play rape. Yeah. Like, no, you want to actually do it.
Because it's a thing of having rough sex, but I want rougher sex.
I want to steal it from you. That's what it is,
That's
bro.
what he said. Basically, I was like, so when he explained it, I was like, that's rape, my nigga.
Gee, there's some people that just like to steal because it gets something off. I don't fucking know.
Some adrenaline.
Exactly. So they steal sex from people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do, bro. You're a sick Negro.
Yeah. Cassie said that P. Diddy abused ecstasy.
That's a New York nigga thing. Yeah. All them niggas
they do
was doing
in New York like that?
Yes. Especially if you came up in a certain time, like, yeah, bro, you was a pill head. Like ask your daddy about the pill heads he grew up around. I know he grew up around some.
Yeah, 46. I'm just might.
Let me see. If you 46, you born in what? Like late 70s, early 80s?
No. He'll be 45.
What's that? Late
44
70s
now. He's 44.
Okay.
He's 1980.
Early 80s.
Early 80s, yeah. His peers was on that shit. Ecstasy, Blue Dolphins, Lucky Ladies.
What the fuck
Sherm
is a Lucky
Sticks,
Lady?
TCP, Angel Dust.
Yeah.
Unleaded Supreme Diesel.
They think they different because it was a crack.
Yeah, right. Like niggas like, bro, you cannot do crack.
Nippy don't smoke no crack. Crack is cheap.
Yeah, you cannot do crack, bro. You can do everything else. Yeah. You cannot do crack.
That's crazy, man. I just like this man is hooked to ecstasy, so he always feels like he needs to be at a high.
He's always on go. He's always on a rush.
Yes.
He's always horny.
Yes.
I didn't even see how you taking all them drugs. How does your shit even stay hard?
The drug is doing that.
So if he's abstains from it, I guess he won't.
I'm sure he'll experience erectile dysfunction. Yeah.
No, he deserves that.
He definitely does.
I feel like that's a punishment from God that is justifiable.
Especially if you're going to be a fucking junkie.
Now, the apology video that he had put out, and after reading through these documents and just getting details of the stuff that was done to Cassie, when we talk about finding a cap in things people say, like how I was looking for the cap in the people denouncing D9.
Right.
Where did you all get cap from his apology?
Yes.
I actually got notes on that.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, no. Yeah, we can keep talking.
Okay.
Because once he said, like, I got all the way to the end, I kind of was in and out of watching it. Because what are you apologizing for?
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing to apologize.
Yeah.
But he got to the end and he was like, I take full responsibility.
Yeah. Duh, nigga, you on camera.
How?
Who else did it?
What you about it?
Like, how does he take full responsibility from this?
I'm assuming he's taking full responsibility for his irresponsibility of being a shitty person.
But how though? Like you gotta come up off something.
He came up
off.
Fuck this court settlement. Like, yeah, bro. Like how?
I say Cassie should call every brother, every cousin, every uncle, and just say, "Hey, we gonna beat his ass for like a good 10 minutes in a room."
Because remember, his lawyer was like, "She only looking for a payday."
Well, what is enough for you? Do you want the nigga to ride in jail?
He has to be dirt ass poor. Like
he's on his way. That's coming. That's gonna come.
He Diddy.
Oh no,
you think R. Kelly?
No, he's nowhere near broke.
Like nah.
I said it's on his way. You don't think that? You think he's gonna make a comeback from this?
Yeah, he definitely can.
I don't think you realize like outside of like the music shit, I'm sure he's into like real estate. The nigga probably got like a trucking company,
alcohol.
You know what I'm saying? Liquor, yeah, bro. Like he's probably into all types of shit.
He doesn't own Ciroc. He's a partner of it. Like he has royalties with Ciroc, and then he has his own liquor line, De Leon Liquors.
Like I'm sure he has a real estate portfolio.
Yeah,
almost all the moguls in music got real estate portfolios.
Yeah, it's gonna be some time before the nigga is dead ass broke. Like he's good for some time.
sometime.
Yeah.
Like
So
a lot will have to happen.
He should be broke down. Like he shouldn't have shit to his name. He should be homeless and like that's the people that's at the lowest of the totem pole. Not just black people. It should be bad people at the bottom of the totem pole. You should be able to like be near us like that. I always say like we need to have islands and all the people that want to live and not do certain shit on this island and all the rapists, killers, and murderers they are over there on that
Maybe that's
island.
what we should make into Epstein's Island.
We'll have a GTA bad lobby
Yeah.
for niggas.
Yeah. So let's get pretty vulgar. Let's get a little graphic. What's some of the pages that y'all took out that y'all want to touch on?
Big black dicks.
Damn, I couldn't even say it first.
Big ass black dicks.
Okay.
P. Diddy likes big fat black dicks.
Well, that's not the problem because I also like big ass black dicks. That's not what we're shaming him for.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he would force Cassie to have freak offs
Yeah.
with said big ass
Dicks.
What page
black
is this?
dicks. Page 17.
We'll get to it
16.
eventually.
17.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
I
starting
highlighted
at
it 'cause,
2.
You know, you read big black dicks on the paper, you highlight it.
So many might ask, how do you be a victim if you stay for so long?
Mm-hmm.
What are you all's responses to that? Just reading through these documents from her perspective.
People
that
who
goes
probably
back to
say
what
they
we-
have never been
oh.
victims. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
People who probably say they have never been victims.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I said sorry.
Yeah, I
and
don't
then- My bad. Go ahead.
It goes back to what we talked about on the episode. Like when it came to your sister and buddy ass saying he got to be on the lease. Like if you become dependent in any realm of your life to the point where it'll take away from your day to day, then if you can't leave or you not willing to put up with what happens if you leave, then the other side of that is you being complicit.
Complacent?
No,
Complicit.
being complicit in what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So once Buddy start really taking care of her, showering her with gifts and all that money and shit, it's like you can't leave, and then you a star on top of that, or you feel like you can't leave.
And he also was her boss.
Right.
That's
So-
her boss. You got to get this man 10 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. You signed 10 album deals. He owns like her house, or he pays for her house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
he
lives
paid
5
for the
houses in
apartment.
his
Yeah.
house.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
So,
ran all that
Had
shit.
her medical records,
Sent to her his own email.
which is
So-
crazy to me.
then
Like,
she
how is
only
that even
22.
legally possible?
Like think of how you
What
viewed,
doctor cleared that?
Think of how you viewed your college professors at 2021 versus now.
Yeah.
You probably viewed them as like these mature ass, you got your shit together, woo, versus now it's like, nigga, you just somebody with your shit together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same kind of way. You got this 22-year-old from Connecticut, and her boss that's also trying to pursue her is showering her with all this shit she probably ain't never seen before. And he paying for the housing, he paying for the medical shit, fully taking care of her. You probably gonna feel like you can't leave.
Yeah. And to be very clear, according to Cassie, this was not a consensual relationship from the very
From the
beginning.
beginning,
From
yeah.
the
The
very
first
beginning.
encounter
She
was
was
not
trying
consensual.
to dodge this nigga since she met him. She was dating someone, and he didn't give a fuck about none of that. He was dating Kim Porter at the time of meeting her, and he was inserting himself in every aspect of her life when she became signed to him.
Where was Cassie's boyfriend during all this? Do
This
we
was-
know?
She was dating.
She invited
Ryan
him
Leslie.
to a
Yeah,
MTV,
Ryan Leslie. She was dating him.
Bro, this
even
is
in the early
insane.
stages.
Yeah,
That
she
was
was
him.
dating him.
But she invited him to the MTV Awards where she was going to perform at. And Diddy, it's in the documents.
Yeah.
He got into her like, bitch, I invited you, not him.
Yeah.
And then I think this was immediately after their first interaction sexually, which was not consensual. And so I guess she invited her boyfriend to kind of make it clear that she was not interested, and he didn't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah.
And mind you, it said in the same document Diddy had paid for everything, for hair, makeup, invited her to the performance.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, he said he
paid
made
for
like a
everything.
fake flyer.
Fake flyers for
As
her
a
to go
pro-
to Miami.
Yeah. And so she was under the assumption that she had to perform in Miami. She
Had
told
a
her
booking.
boyfriend that, but that was really fake, and he just wanted to get her away from her boyfriend, and she's there now. So
That's sick. This motherfucker is psychotic.
Yeah, I ain't like reading this. P. Diddy had Biggie killed. I don't give a fuck.
It's my fuck bad boy.
I don't care, bro.
what would be the reason for why you want to kill Biggie?
Biggie was getting ready to leave Bad Boy.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't want to be with the freaky shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess when you leave at the time, one of your biggest artists is about to leave you, you put two together like, this motherfucker's worth a lot of money, more dead than alive. And so if he leaves, A, at some point in time, he's going to become competition because rap is a young man's game.
Yeah.
And B, he just dropped an album. So not only if I get him out the game now, the current album sales are gonna peak through the roof. I got a greatest hits album. I got a movie. More people are celebrated dead than alive in general. I can make some money from this nigga.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the timeline lines up, but I know Mace was getting introduced to Biggie Smalls around the time Biggie was finna die. So I don't know if Diddy caught wind of that. And I ain't saying that's the reason, but I'm saying that could have played a part too, because he also saw value in Mace too.
And I too don't even know if Diddy is responsible for Biggie's death, but I'm just saying if he is, that would make sense because your artist is always, when they get to a certain caliber, they worth a lot more dead than alive. I mean, Aaliyah's album wasn't the strongest selling album when she was alive. The singles were selling really strong. Like it was doing well, but then it shot right to number 1 from like number 10 the day she died. Like in a day, you shoot up 10 spots on the Billboard. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, the game cutthroat.
The game is cutthroat. And then you're forever an icon. So then you got T-shirts and all this branding for years. Like it's 10-year-olds walking around wearing Biggie Small shirts. You think Diddy not seeing any of that money?
And imagine just getting 15% off that annually.
Yeah.
Annually.
Forever.
Okay.
Shit, Marilyn Monroe got T-shirts. I wonder who's getting that. Who's getting that money?
Whoever
Right.
owned Marilyn Monroe,
That motherfucker is
eating.
paid for life.
Okay. Well, what's some of the pages you took out, Jonesy?
Man, I took out a lot. You know what I'm saying? The first page 2, is really just, they opening up the case, letting you know everything that the case is going over. And I knew from these bullet points we was finna get into some shit.
Okay.
I didn't know when I first read this that blew up a man's car was Kid Cudi.
You didn't know that?
No.
Wow, I knew that.
I mean, I didn't care to really look into this. Like, nah, bro, especially
Kid Cudi confirmed.
because had Diddy not settled so quick, I would have dug into it then. Because once this had hit the headlines and shit, I'm like, all right, let me wait and see how this gonna play out. And then once he hurried up and settled, I'm like, nah, that nigga guilty. I don't gotta read however many pages this is in front of me. But now since I'm getting into it, to deliver to the people, discuss with my comrades how I feel about the case. This shit is insane, bro. A goddamn movie can't even write this shit. Do y'all think somebody is taking Diddy down? Oh wait, we supposed to be going to the documents. I'm tripping.
Yeah, we get to that to end up the topic though. We could go back to that.
Yeah, I wish I had a highlighter.
I wish I had a time machine.
Okay, that's the age part. We already touched on the age. What's the furthest you'll go back dating? What's the youngest you'll go?
My sister is like almost 2 years younger than me. I won't go past that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
I'll do 4.
Oh, that's too much. That's all. That's like you were a senior in high school and that was a freshman or that was an 8th grader.
Oh.
For me.
I won't do anything teen. No teen.
Yeah.
No team.
This stuck out to me. So.
What page is that?
We're on page 7.
Okay.
7 of 35. Maybe I should start from 6 because it's kind of like a continuation.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll start at section 1. I guess that's what that would be. Bullet point 28 or whatever. 28. Or line 28 when they talk about how Diddy took her to perform the songs and she got a stage performance or stage anxiety, and how he said it was cute.
Yeah.
That's so not Diddy because the way he used to tear a hole into Danny D. Kane for missing a 1-2 step, that is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like he was so infatuated with this woman that he gave her a bit of
the benefit of the doubt or just some compassion.
Anybody else he would have ripped.
I'm like, how is this not a red flag to nobody? He made motherfucking goddamn Dylan and
Get cheesecake and shit.
Ness and fucking Babs walked to goddamn Harlem to get some cheesecake. And these niggas was the most confident artists in the world. Mm-hmm. But Cassie, who's clearly nervous and got anxiety, this is cute now.
Yeah.
If anybody should be walking to get cheesecake, it's her.
Yeah.
You ain't even put the band on stage yet. They walk into the, you know what I'm saying?
Fired
doing
Danny
their
Kane
shit.
on live TV. The bitches can blow and dance.
Like, where was the conspiracy theorist when that shit popped off?
Man.
That should have been it right there, bro. Somebody should have started.
They didn't have Twitter back then. What was they gonna talk about, Jones?
Did we have
it?
YouTube yet? What
In
year?
2005, YouTube had just came out.
Yeah, it just came out.
That was the year YouTube was born.
But that's about the time them conspiracy videos was going crazy. Them 30, 40-minute long. Jay-Z got the eye of the dollar, and if you play it backwards at this speed, he worships the devil. They should have been making videos on this shit.
Yeah. I think it just speaks to how powerful like the media and technology is on our life, that we can literally be fed something and that is the truth to us unless we can go research it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You had to read books to get your research.
You had to. Yeah. Or at least good research.
Yeah.
In-depth research, yeah. TV was like the surface level research that niggas do on their phones now. Mm-hmm. When they just go to TikTok.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Okay, what other parts?
Let's go through this shit, man.
You got some stuff to the pre-weekend?
Yeah, I say Dupree.
We go back and forth.
I done put half this shit over here.
And then we done talked about a lot of this front end stuff already. We talked about Kim Porter and Cassie had a boyfriend and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I already talked about a lot of my topics. I just didn't get page numbers to them.
We talked about his ecstasy stuff. That's on page 9 that I was going to talk about. Mm-hmm. He's a pill head. But that's common for wealthy people in music. Like, they might not smoke weed, but they definitely going to do pills. Mm-hmm. The older folks back in the 70s and shit used to do Quaaludes. I think that's what they were called.
Uh-huh. I've heard of Quaaludes.
I mean, on page 18, it's pretty scary because it talks about 92 and 93, how she would delete shit from her phone. And he would find ways to recover it, and even sat next to her on a plane and showed her all the shit that she thought she deleted.
We talked about the medical records. Phone.
So, like, this man was like a truly powerful motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Can we bring up the definition of sex trafficking?
Yeah, we can.
Let's look at this, because there's some people that's confused on like why Diddy is under fire for sex trafficking through all of this.
But she wasn't on the corner.
And I'm like, that's not what that means.
A $2 hoe. It's not that simple.
He wrote it off as voyeurism.
Sex trafficking in Chicago being the first search is scary as shit.
Okay, so according to the U.S. Department, what is that? U.S. Department of State, sex trafficking encompasses the range of activities involved when a trafficker uses force, fraud, or coercion to compel another person to engage in a commercial sex act or causes a child to engage in a commercial sex act. The crime of sex trafficking is also understood through the acts, meanings, and purpose framework. So all three of those elements are required to establish a sex trafficking crime. The acts element of sex trafficking is met when a trafficker recruits, harbor, transports, provides, obtains, or patronizes or solicits another person to engage in commercial sex. The means element is when a trafficker uses force, fraud, or coercion. And the purpose element is a commercial sex act.
So can we all agree that Cassie was sex trafficked?
Yes. Mm-hmm. When you're doing these freak offs and you're forced to search for people, you're forced to search for people to have sex with you, that is sex trafficking.
And you're paying them in cash.
You are paying them so they get a good or a service, a form of payment in return of doing this commercial. That's what makes it commercial.
Right.
It's the payment part.
I wonder if they
said Diddy was flying. They
NDAs.
said Diddy was flying out them big black dicks.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is sick.
I wonder if they ever signed NDAs. Where are they at? Because I haven't had one sex worker come out and say anything.
Bro, you trapping dick. You ain't signing no NDA. You know what you signing up for.
You're complicit in
this shit. You ain't finna put your name on no dotted line.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dupree, I'm finna
Dummy
teach you
moment.
something about crime right now. Don't sign shit. The most innocent, ethical anything. If you partaking in some dirt, don't put your name on shit, especially in ink. So yeah, them niggas wasn't signing shit. P. Diddy finna give me 5 racks to have sex with his girl.
So if you actually go through these court documents and you get to the pages, you will see that video that was leaked by TMZ is in the documents.
Oh yeah,
so
I knew that.
She spoke to this
And
happening.
And that doesn't encompass all that we saw.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even remember the full event.
It is rumors that the video
was edited,
was taken from the raid that they did on his house.
Oh wow,
his houses. So
let me tell Kim Porter, girl, we see your work. You working?
That's crazy.
She is putting in overtime.
yeah, man.
They said the freak off started within a few months of them dating, or at least a few months of their romantic relationship, whatever that defines.
And you know, it makes me. The only people I feel sorry for outside of Cassie and the people who've been abused are his children.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be a tough pill to swallow, especially the girls who lost their mom. In a sense, they're losing their father too. Because I think his older children knew their father, but I don't think the young girls did.
Do you think the son that had put the diss record out towards 50 Cent saying I'm gonna get on everybody else that say no Diddy? Do you think that he knows anything that his dad has ever done?
I don't think he knows to the extent. I think he know his dad be on dirt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like he done seen his dad do some shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely feel like at that age you've seen your parents do something.
Yeah.
Because wasn't that the kid that was going to UCLA?
No.
When Diddy know?
That's the
Who was that?
That's the rapper.
No, that's not even his biological son.
That's
Albie Short's
Albie
son.
Short kid.
No, that's not him
Quincy was-
either.
Quincy
That's not
was
him
the
either.
one?
Okay.
No.
Because Quincy is
The
Albie
middle
Short's
boy.
The middle boy,
The shorter, light-skinned boy.
who's the stylist. His mother is the stylist.
Yeah.
Misha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not his
That's not his
biological
biological
son.
son. Only biological son he has is
the
the one that
dark-skinned
looks
one.
just like him.
Yeah. The one that put the diss track out. That's his actual biological son.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like, he don't know to the extent, but I'm sure he know, like, yeah, my pop's a little different.
Yeah.
He on some dirt.
He been Diddy his whole life, so I'm pretty sure he done either heard stories or seen some shit.
Yeah, I'm sure he watched his dad beat somebody out their clothes or like, threaten to strip a man to embarrass him.
He's accused of sexual assault too.
Who?
The son. Right now, he's being accused of allegedly sexually assaulting someone.
So he got a little Diddy in him.
Could.
Doo-doo.
Yeah.
You want to make it a joke? No?
No.
Okay, it's a good one.
Not that time, but thanks.
Yeah. I do think about his daughters a lot. Cause
The baby's been through it.
imagine yourself like viewing your parent a certain way for so many years. And you get older, and this is the time where they really have access to internet now.
Yeah,
like
they're
they
like
wasn't
18,
now
right?
they own TikToks. They doing videos and modeling.
Yeah.
They
How old are his daughters? Do y'all
I think
know?
they
They're in
just
high school,
turned
so, like,
17.
yeah,
Maybe 18.
yeah.
If at max 18.
Yeah.
But that's still a kid and that's a baby in my eyes.
Yeah.
Anything teen.
100%.
That's terrible.
You definitely finna look at your pops different.
Yeah, but we just had to talk about treating friends differently than family members. It's like when you start getting higher up into your family tree of the people that mean something to you, that hurts like way more. It's like, what do you say about your dad beating on somebody like that, raping someone you're supposed to have consensual sex with? Like, what do you say after you view this person like this your whole life? And how do you feel?
I have no idea. I could not speak to that.
I can't speak on that.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not, I hope, God forbid, I'll ever be put in that position.
Especially something like that. Like, just seeing how I view my pops because of how he treated dope. Like, I couldn't imagine how I view him if he beat up my mom or something.
Hey, man.
What's up?
You okay? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
We don't have to talk about it anymore.
A lot of us got to come to the table with the truth.
What's up?
Our parents do a lot of shit that we don't know about.
100%.
Just like I do a lot of shit my
pretty
parents don't know about.
Yeah, but it's salacious,
But I know
salacious
I'm
shit
not
like
doing no
this that is
crazy
just
shit.
you should not be fucking doing. Why are you
Right.
doing this?
Oh, okay. I
It's
thought you meant
stuff
in
like that
general.
we just do not know. Because this is Patreon, I'll say it. Like, one of my sisters told me some shit that she saw growing up on my dad's side, that if this is true, like this ain't shit that I could condone. Like there's no repairing a relationship with my father.
Right.
Is shit like this.
What's Patreon? Tell us.
Oh, I can't do it yet because I got to get the truth. Yeah. I got to go searching for.
I was gonna say it don't sound like you.
My messy
I don't know
ass.
much.
Let us know something.
Yeah, I gotta learn. I gotta learn about the shit. But and my dad loves R. Kelly. Like this is his favorite artist of all time. The nigga don't know my favorite color. When R. Kelly was going viral for the Surviving R. Kelly series, I was doing a bunch of posts about like just being a survivor and shit not cool, da da da. He gonna inbox me on Facebook and say some, the white man trying to bring the black man down. You can't believe everything you see.
No way.
Yes. I was just like, bro, do you know my favorite color? Oh, you're right. Go ahead. Come on, Eve.
Gee, that is too funny.
I'll get it. I'll grab it. You just come grab it, Eve. You come grab it.
Hey, surprise podcast.
Leave her in there
we got
and you
a
come
dog
get it.
now.
Yeah.
We don't got bunnies no more. We got dogs.
We got
Y'all had a bunny?
Yeah, I had bunnies.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for the bunnies.
What happened to them?
What happened to the bunnies?
I gave him away to Shania and then she gave him away.
That's right. We did talk about that.
Bunny tastes good.
But yeah,
you wild.
That's crazy.
That is
crazy.
insane.
Rabbit tastes real good.
Yeah, man. Our
keep
parents
living.
be doing shit, bro.
Eating bunny and shit.
Do you all think that it's your right to know the shit that your parents have done?
That's a good
I feel
question.
like if what they've done went, I gotta stop trying to be so grammatically correct when I speak. I feel like if what they've done goes against whatever morals and principles and ethics they've instilled in me, I should know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
100%. I don't need to know everything, but if you out here telling me don't steal, don't be a thief, and you ran off with the work for somebody, I need to know that.
Yeah. Facts.
Otherwise, you're not instilling honest ethics in me. You speaking bullshit.
Hey, you probably should have brought her out here with you. She finna be crying till she get that food.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Some things I don't know if I would want to know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, just being real. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think Kamisha, she was a season finale episode and she had learned that her dad is not her dad from Ancestry.
No, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Did she learn live on the podcast?
We talked. Well, she told she was a part of the pod team. And she became real distant, and so I was reaching out to her and wasn't getting any calls backs. It's because she was dealing with that information, pretty much.
Poor baby.
And she said that she had said, I don't remember if she said that that's something that she could have went without because she did have a dad in her life.
Yeah.
But we did talk about just the idea of stuff that you don't really need to know because it hurts you when you learn it.
Was her dad still alive?
Yes, he's in jail. I want to say.
What did he know?
The whole community.
Oh, so
everybody.
So she felt
her.
betrayed by everybody because they all knew. And
well, she had feelings that this probably wasn't her dad too, and nobody told her, nobody. So finding out on your own,
That's why I'm like, it depends on what are we talking about, because some things I don't need to know.
Yeah.
Like my parents are still human beings. Like if it's some embarrassing shit that's not illegal or, fucking with a morale code that they did in college or something that was just embarrassing, I don't need to know that. No, that's your
I think
right.
if it affects me in any type of way, I need to know.
Facts.
In any type of way.
That's where we're different.
Like we living in poverty right now, right? That's all I knew growing up. Why are we poor? You need to tell me what you did for us to be poor. Oh, girl, I was out here prostituting. And
I don't need to know that you once sold your coochie. I don't need to know that. I'm sorry.
Why don't you think you need to know that?
I have my image of my parents.
You don't want that to be tarnished.
No, I do not. I don't. Unless it was something.
A lot of kids are like that, though.
Unless it was something like you. Oh, by the way, girl, I used to kill people for fun, or I was a rapist in college, and I still think about that. Unless it's something where it's harming somebody else, I don't need to know.
But that harmed you. Her decisions harmed you and your livelihood.
I don't need to know. I'm just gonna take it for what it is. Okay. and work with what I got right now.
Okay.
I don't need to know.
Okay.
Because there are things when I learned about certain things about grandparents and stuff.
I was going to say,
well,
that's that grandparents complex.
Yeah, I was like, well,
about.
That's not the person that I know right now. And it fucked with my head for a minute. There were certain things that both of my grandfathers did. I was like, well, he didn't treat me like that. Or he wasn't there for you, but he was there for me. Like, my grandfather was more in my life than he was in his own children's lives. And that made me resent him for a minute, because I was like, wait a minute. That's why mom is such a tyrant now. It's like, it's because of you.
It affected you.
It did, but I could have.
No, you're the kid that probably hates your parent because your parent hate her parent, and you don't know that's where the hate come from until you low, and you're like, damn, okay, I can have more compassion for my parent.
But it's not something I felt like I at the time needed to know. It's not.
I personally think that everyone needs to know the stuff that affects them that they didn't do. They need to know that so that it can make sense for their issues. You can't work through shit that you don't know where the source comes from. Why do I have the sex addiction? Oh, because when I was 3, we had a person come on and say that they don't remember what happened to them. I mean, like how it happened. They just know that from the age from 3 to 6, memory was gone because they were molested by a woman from the church. Now things make more sense to him because he said that he had a sex addiction that he had to work through. You don't get to know that shit unless you learn the stuff that happened that does affect you. Now, you don't think you need to know that, but I think that for your own sense to be able to get past certain traumas, you got to know those things to be able to attack it, to learn from it, move from it.
Maybe
I think it's something you get with growth, because you still kind of young.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
These are questions I'm now just starting to
I'm young as
ask
fuck.
and process and deal with. How old are you? Like 23?
24.
24? Okay, I had just started growing out of that. Like, mom is like mom. Like, okay, my mom is a person, bro. Like, she lived a whole
I've been out of that.
I ain't. That was a hard realization for me.
I was like,
that was hard for me, bro.
16, 17, I grew out of that. I'm just saying, like, there are certain perceptions that I just want to remain, that I want. I know they won't necessarily always be that way, but like certain people, I just want to see you as that forever. That's just my desire. It may not be right. It may not be moral. But like, I don't want to see my granddad as somebody who cheated on his partners most of his life, including my grandmother, and that's why they got divorced.
You know how many people have takes because they don't want to see the person as what they are?
But it's like, I don't like reality all the time. Damn it, bitch. I like my fantasy. Like,
but I use
world.
that though. So like, the grandpa would be a promiscuous cool.
Yeah.
Your pops got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas. Cool. But one of the baby mama's kids they're just spawns of hell, bro. They make your daddy life hell. They make your life hell. Everything is just fucked up because of this one sector of his baby mama clan. Yeah. And to me, that'll confuse me growing up, because it's like, the fuck going on? Like, our home is cool. You know, maybe your other home over here is cool. They over here is cool. Yeah. You don't know them. But these people just are hell-bent on making our lives a living hell. And why is that? And you wouldn't know that if you ain't, hey, Pops, what's up? Yeah. Like, tell me about the last 30 years of your life, and tell me about the, you know what I'm saying, what you know before then.
Yeah, like, my sisters on my dad's side, they think that we had it better off than they did, just from just looking at the shit that's posted on social media, and just they feel like he just was probably a different person with us. And that could be the truth, right? Because when she tells me some of the things that she experienced happening in the household when he would be over there, is nothing that happened in my household. And like that stuff, I didn't ask for her to tell me that shit, but she told me it, and it makes more sense about her. Like, we didn't, they like she was a stripper. She probably is still stripping, and she's condemned for doing those things. And it's just like, she always had anger issues. My dad's junior, he doesn't speak. Like, he doesn't really talk to anyone, and he could be battling with just like his identity with like homosexuality. And when I listen to my sisters tell me stuff that they've heard from my dad, it is different when he speaks about me being homosexual, and then the son probably being homosexual.
Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah, Yeah, but it's
still not right.
It's still not right.
No, I never said it was.
Yeah, but like
we feel you.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, you was doing you were allegedly doing terrible things to that side of your kids. And this whole because I used to be a daddy's girl growing up. Like,
really?
Yes, he was heavily in my life when we were from like the age of 0 to third grade. He was in my life, and then he became neglectful, and then I kicked him out of my life. I chose to not answer calls and hang out with him no more. And so to learn that from the times that you was heavily in my life, you were doing all these things with me. Going to go hang with the guys, play basketball, be in the car with you. You were doing this to this other family. It's crazy because he was. I can say at least he was abusive to women. He put his hands on women. He for sure did that because we've experienced that with our mom. Like we remember fights and stuff that would happen. But the stuff that my other sister said was 10 times that. It was worse than that.
Right.
So it was like that shit is crazy.
And
when
these
you
are the
learn
things
it.
that you're trying to make sure is true.
Huh?
Are these are the things that you're trying to make sure are true?
Because it's more than just abuse. Well, that type of abuse.
Abuse is a spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then it's crazy because you see the stuff that this nigga is into. Like he loves R. Kelly, and he defends R. Kelly. So it's like now you bringing pieces like, oh shit, I see why you fuck with bro.
Really about to piss me off.
Like,
Yeah.
You can like them all day, bro. Be
Yeah.
the biggest fan in the world.
Yeah.
When you start defending them, that's when you got a side eye on.
Yeah.
It's like, come on,
Y'all, the
bro.
music
Yeah.
wasn't that good. I'm not gonna
It
lie to
wasn't
you.
that good, bro.
That's cool.
It wasn't that fire.
But there's some people out there that would think otherwise.
Yeah,
bro.
even if it's that good,
Don't
raping
defend them.
people ain't that good, bro.
At all, bro.
And like, come on now, man. That should be because when you really get to learn someone, you understand why they like certain shit, why they interest in certain shit. It's trauma. It always leads back to that. You don't condone this grown man touching on younger girls because they also want to be touched on. Unless you was a young girl that was fucking with older niggas. Like, you don't condone that just because you want to. It's a reason for it. You don't think these older niggas supposed to be talking to y'all. You know you don't think that.
Right.
It's a reason why. It's because that what was happening for you, and nobody was there to defend you and decondition you.
So now you justify it for others.
Yes. There's always a reason for why people think the way that they think. You just got to ask them why and get them talking. You'll get it.
You got to ask the right questions.
Yeah. What you about to say?
I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay.
All right, well,
Nah.
y'all got anything more to add? Y'all got some more pages we didn't touch on before we get up out of here?
Go through. Yeah, that's why I really wish I had a highlighter.
Nah, I think I
about
touched
freak
on all the
offs
pages.
already. We talked about deleting the videos.
Yeah.
Talked about the Miami thing.
Yeah. Anybody that is watching this Patreon episode, we advise you to go read through this document for yourself too, because we skimmed through a lot of stuff. We touched on everything we wanted to touch on.
Yeah, we came in hitting my notes.
Yeah, the man was, and I don't think people can believe that you can be raped in your own relationship.
You definitely can.
Yeah,
Definitely can. It happens a lot more than what people think.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ask yourself why you think your nigga always want to have sex. It is not because he love your coochie that much. That man has a sex addiction.
He's been traumatized.
He's
through
been
sex.
traumatized. Yes, and the whole idea of cheating stems to trauma. So many men are molested. We talked about it with Carlos when Carlos was here. Being young opens you up to being sexually assaulted, and as you get older, you're less likely to be sexually assaulted because that young aspect of you is why people attack or target you. And so a lot of men are assaulted by men and women because of just them being young. When you're a girl and you're young, that makes you more of a target, but because you are young, that makes you a target. So many men don't know that they've been molested, and a lot of them also tell themselves that I wasn't molested, I wanted this to happen, or that toxic masculinity shit.
Yeah.
And so all the men that we are choosing to have sex with and procreate with, and they have all of these reasons for why they cheated on their girl. Oh, she was sucking my dick. Oh, she wasn't giving me sex like I want her to. It's not just purely that. It's because you have this high sex drive and you're hypersexual as a result of you being sexually assaulted and molested when you were younger.
Right, your brain is telling you have to get this off. You do
Even
not
some of your
feel that way.
kinks can be,
Yeah.
rooted in trauma. Like I think about the guy who had that rape kink. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What have you been through? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's just not a natural kink to me. I can see how anybody can naturally want to rape somebody.
Yeah. A lot of our bodies are being used to masturbate and not actually to have love, to make love.
Yeah, you are life
I like
size,
that.
human size fleshlight.
Yeah.
A cum rag of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all my notes. I'm even looking at my
same.
phone notes.
That's
Thanks,
all I got for
Patreon.
this. That's all I got. You got anything to add, Jay?
No, y'all pretty much covered everything that
Okay.
Thank you,
I
Jay.
want to mention.
Okay.
Appreciate
Well,
you.
Covered everything like a nut shot.
Hey, y'all.
That was the
ain't-
first Patreon episode. If you are here with us, thank you for being here with us and continue to stay here with us. It will get more, bigger, and better if you are on YouTube, because this will be on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you leave us a like, comment, and I just fucked that all
Yeah,
up.
I don't. Yeah,
I thought it
that
was
was
gonna be on
insane.
Patreon.
No, so they're on YouTube, but
Okay.
they're
Subscribe.
private for only just Patreon.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can
Yeah.
like, comment, and subscribe on
You
Patreon?
can do all of that
So
still.
what part did you fuck up, friend?
I think I said it in the wrong order. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. But you've already subscribed if you were a Patreon.
Right.
You know, I got to make up something different for Patreon. But yeah, thank you for being here and see you next week.
Deuces.
Peace.
Just watch the damn podcast.